Hello, Fredlings. I'm Claude. We are here for real people with real creativity in real time. Fredlings, never give up, and I want in you. And today we are back on the Fred Superflat Hardcore Challenge. Yes, we are. I did a little bit of AFKing in the last live stream to get some stuff going through. Then I started working on some stuff, and then I said, you need to stop doing stuff before the start stream and then you die. I need to, when we die, I don't know what day it will be. Could be today's live stream. This could be the last live stream. But I hope it's not, because I have a lot of stuff planned for this world. But when we do die, that's obviously the end of the series. Let me just give you a little rundown of what happened and how this series works for all the people that are new. Unfortunately, I don't have any blocks to climb to the top. It's always unfortunate. I should keep like a set of blocks for how this. I hate to make ladders, to be honest with you, but. Because like I like building up. I wish I need to bring some of my dirt over here. Maybe I had dirt over here. I should have done this. I should have set this up a little bit earlier, so I have like something. I don't want stairs on that one because then I'm gonna get, if something bad goes wrong, then I might be out of the game. But I like to step up here because there's so much room. Look at this. This is our entire world. We can see everything from here. But this is Fred's Super Hardcore Flat Challenge, and what does that mean? This challenge means that we survive on this world on a super flat for absolutely as long as we possibly can. I don't know what that means, Claude. It means you survive on a super flat as long as you mean. What else do you need to know? But in short, that's what that means. Our goal eventually is to beat the end. I'm not sure if the end spawns in this world. If the end does spawn in this world, good, we'll beat the end, but that's not the end point of the game. The game is not to beat the Ender Dragon and win. That's not how Minecraft is played. Minecraft is not beating the Ender Dragon and the game's over. The Ender Dragon's like is pre-game. Ender Dragon's like beginning game. You can't progress until you beat the Ender Dragon, then the game actually starts. Okay? But obviously we want to beat the Ender Dragon. If the Ender Dragon doesn't spawn, I will debate if I'm going to put the Ender Dragon into the world or not. I don't know how to do that, but if it does or it doesn't, I don't want any spoilers, please. But if you want to be the person that ruins it for everybody, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Comment. Go ahead. Ruin it for everybody. But if it can't, then we'll maybe play in the world without the Ender Dragon. It would be terrible because we don't have any Elytra. But we'll figure that out as we go. But I need to do. There's so many things I have to talk about. Every time I get on here, I just get overwhelmed by how many things I need to talk about. But I want to say that it's going to be a great series and it's going to be a trade challenge. Let's talk about what we're going to do today. Today we are going to be working on our XP farm by Voltrex, a design of 1.21. We are currently on 1.21.12 is the Java edition update we are on. And this is the design by him for 1.21. So this design does work. I used it in my world and it works really well. So we're going to be working on that design today. In addition, which is linked in the description, by the way. So if you want to build the exact same farm, you can at home. But that is going to be our main goal today. If there is any additional stuff that we are going to do, it's just going to come as we go. If you miss out how we got this armor in a super flat world, you got to go back to one of our live streams. I'll explain some more of the rules as we go. We usually say the rules right at the beginning, but I spent way too much time just getting sidetracked here. Speaking of, Zach Daily Games has jumped in our stream. Hello, Zach. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I feel like the Minecraft world, when I was watching on my phone, it feels like this is like cramped together left to right. I could be wrong, but it feels like it's pushed together. It looks fine on my Streamlabs, but Zach Daily Games was just live streaming his world. He's back to daily gaming, so go check out his stuff. He's on City Skylines, Minecraft, as well as Ark. Me and him did a series a long time ago on Ark. I think at the time of me playing Ark, it was super stressful when me and Zach started playing because we didn't really know our chemistry like that. We built that through that series, and no, I don't want to play Ark again, Zach. I'm sorry. But when I sit back and I recount the great memories that we did, I enjoy it. But would I go back and doing it again? I don't know. It wasn't like the game wasn't bad. I just don't know if I want to do that again. Thank God Zach did have a private world on that because, oh my God, if we had to do that legit, I would probably have cried, honestly. But okay, so yeah, we're building the XP farm today for everyone that just jumped on in. Sith Lord jumping on in. Shout out Sith Lord. Now, what I said, I did do a little things off stream. I did AFK here for 20 minutes on my phone. I did leave it on the screen and I was reading a book and I was kept coming back to make sure that I didn't die. I was sitting in that house. And then the one other thing is I picked the spot where we're going to build the farm at. So if you're upset about that, you can get over it, I guess. But yeah, we should probably get these farm stuff. We're not worrying about that now. But we will continue doing that later. Today is the XP farm only. Do not get sidetracked. Please do not get sidetracked. Okay, we're going to put all of our stuff in the boat, or sorry, everything in here. We are going to waste our 30 iron. We're going to waste 5 iron, and we are going to make ourselves a hopper. I don't believe we have a hopper currently. We do need at least 1 hopper, preferably 4 hoppers, but we are limited on iron. I could actually leave 5 iron left, but I'm going to leave those just in case. And that is what's going to go on. We're going to be needing a lot of iron, so maybe we should start working on an iron farm as soon as possible after this. But right now, we're just going to use that. We're also going to make a few more pickaxes. Even though we shouldn't need any more pickaxes, we will make at least one. We'll make a few more. We'll make like 2 more. Make 2 more pickaxes here, and then we should be okay. We're going to bring some wood with us as well. It's always good to have wood when you're doing these things. It is a super flat world. We're going to grab some raw mutton just in case if we needed food on the go. And then we should be fine. I think that's everything that we do need. We do have water. And we just got to grab our supplies, which I believe is in this chest. So the one other thing I did is I picked our location. I already moved a bucket of water over. We have 1 bucket of water. That is it. That is all we have. So hopefully we don't die. Because if we do die, that would be horrendous. So let's grab all of our supplies here. And we're going to go. So this is the idea. Oh, you know another thing that I saw online? I looked up a couple of tutorials. There are way better cobblestone generators than the one that we are doing, by the way. But I need to watch a tutorial again because there's other ones where we can kind of AFK and just get cobblestone. So, but yeah, so that is what we're going to do. I didn't make any fences. All the supplies that we do have is exactly enough for our farm, except for the stack of wood that I have, which are logs, which is just sort of going to be sitting over here wood. It's not really a definite term. But our rules, I guess, while we're explaining this for people that are here, one of our other rules is to go to 1 village a stream, and if we haven't, that's our limitation, is 1 village a stream. We can't go to 1,000,000 villages in one stream because that would be broken and OP. Now, if we've already explored a village, we can revisit it. So, for example, we did explore that village, so we can revisit it at any time. But if we haven't explored it, then we can only go to it once. Another rule that we already have in this world is, which we're going to come into fruition right now, is we are going to be limiting ourselves to the block radiuses of 1,000, 1,000, negative 1,000, negative 1,000. PvP told us that equals 1,000,000 blocks. I couldn't do the math off the top of our head. So that is what the dimensions are, and that's what we're sticking to. All right, let's set up camp and let it set up base here. I did already move a water over, like I said, because I didn't want to just put that on stream and drive back if I was already kind of AFKing. We're going to bring some of these things over here. We're going to put our bed down so when we respawn, we can come back here and come back into the game. You know what I need to do, too, before I forget? I need to go here. I need to go to edit, and I need to make a backup of this world, okay? 10 megabytes. Holy bling long, that's small. I need to make a backup of this world. One reason we need the backup of this world is because, wow, look at who spawned in the back. We need a backup of this world just in case if I do die, I can maybe get the final thumbnail at a better angle of where we die. I also want to make a backup of this world because actually, as of recently, I just had my PC completely catastrophically explode. I don't know what that means, Claude. But I was playing my PC. I was playing Minecraft. I was AFKing in my personal world. I had a stream open. I had something else open, like 2 Google Chrome things, and my computer, like, black screen with some words on it. I took a picture of it, and then it said, "Don't turn it off. We're gonna restart." I waited about 5-10 minutes. I turned it off, turned it back on. It was all fine. But so I wanted to make sure that I had a backup of the world, because if I do crash, I will go back and, you know, get all my stuff. So, because I'm not losing a world because of a bug issue. So I'm gonna back it up as often as I possibly can remember. Sith Lord's in the stream. You got diamonds. Wouldn't you want to? I wouldn't want to touch Ark. Zach is asking Sith, can I play in the Yeet realm sometime soon? Okay, so this is I'm gonna put some dirt blocks down for the world border. Now I don't want to waste too many dirt blocks, because I do want to make sure that I have enough for the build. The dirt blocks are just temporary blocks. You can knock them down if you ever get an Elytra, if we are even able to get an Elytra. Remember that, if that's even possible. Oh, it's raining. Perfect. This is even worse. Rain is the worst thing of all Minecraft. Honestly, it is. I just hate rain so much. So this might actually be the first time in this series that we might actually die to a stupid thing. We've almost died because of fall damage. All right, we have almost died because of fall damage before. So I do want to not die of fall damage. But I'm going to sit up here on this pole real quick, and I'm going to bring up that YouTube tutorial on my other screen. It is linked in the description down below if you would like to build the exact same farm. You can definitely do that. It's actually one of the cheapest farms and one of the most efficient farms. It's kind of a concept that hasn't changed very much over the course of YouTube or Minecraft history. Minecraft XP farm. Let me bring it up here. Go here. And I'm going to turn off the hostile mob sounds to like 10%, not turn it off. So I want to make sure that I'm building this correctly before we go any farther. So we want to start on the ground level. We want to go up to 117 blocks. Let me grab a piece of paper, y'all. I don't need this paper anymore, so let's use this paper. So we need to go up 117 blocks. All right. Go up 117 blocks. Okay. We're going to place one of our blocks. Replace building block. So on 180. So building on 118. And then we're going to go to the bottom, put ladders so you can go easily up. Okay. That should be fine. But that's not where I'm at. Then we build a 7x4 platform. And then outline that with 6 blocks. And then we go up how much? And then we go to 22. And then we go out 7. So we go out 7. That's as far as we go. No, it goes out 8 technically. And then I think that's it. 8, 9. It technically goes out 9. No, it goes out 8. Okay, so 8. I just want to make sure that we had the right dimensions for this farm. Okay. That's because I want to build this specifically. How am I taking fall damage from that? Come on, bro. I want to build this farm. I know I shouldn't build it next to a slime chunk, but there's slime chunks literally everywhere. So we're going to go. Oh, goodness. Why did that slime do so much damage? So it goes out 8. I want this to be 1 off the wall. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I hate slimes, man. They're all like the large ones, too. I'm gonna die to a slime. I'm gonna die to a slime before I even do it. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to add this by time I could, like... This is ridiculous. Do not hit me. Oh my god! They can hit you up 3 blocks? Good thing I made those pillars. Well, I guess we're going to have to waste some of our building blocks to do this. So we're going to unfortunately have to go back to our house. And we're going to have to go get ourselves more blocks. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I do hope that these slimes down here do despawn on the, when we're doing this. Like, I mean, at least they don't ruin our drop rates. I want to go to 219. 219 is actually the perfect spot for our farm because that's like the dead. This is like the dead middle of our road in our world. And that means that it looks gonna look very cutesy. Oh my god, we're out of blocks already. Alright, so I wanted to leave a 1 gap block so we have something to go behind it, but I'm trying to stay inside of this zone. Oh, goodness me, I didn't realize this was going to be so annoying. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get more dirt. And Chespo needs to not leave. Yeah, gosh, that's so annoying, though. It is, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, you got to be kidding me. I did have extra dirt, but I got to go 117, so... Alright, we're going to figure out our dimensions right now. Oh, come on, bro. Alright, there we go. Perfect. So we're back up top. So I did want to leave a little one here, and I did check at the YouTube videos so that I had it correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that could be gone. And then this is going to be where our central pillar is going to be, if I'm correct. Because that one's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That last one's a wall, technically. Let's just put that in there. So the water, it will drip all the way down to here. And then this is going to be our killing platform, technically. Technically, it's not, obviously, it's not correct. So our killing platform will look like this. It's up all the way to the top. So it'd be, just imagine us up 118 blocks in the air. This is what it's going to look like. Let me look at the video one more time. Just want to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. So we go all the way up with the stings. I want to see how he does this spawning platform. It's 100. It's 4x7 or 7x4. Okay. Okay, so that's the platform. This is our killing platform. In theory, it looks like that. So we need to come out 3 blocks. This is gonna be chest right here. This is gonna be a chest. And then there is technically one, two. Is that 4? I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it really doesn't actually matter, but I'm going to just say it does matter, and I'm going to figure this out right now. So this is where the chest is. We're going to go 3, 4, 5, and then this is where our ladder needs to go, right where those slimes are. So, well, we're going to run away. We're going to wait for these slimes to despawn, and we're going to come back, and we're going to then start working on our build, hopefully, without any problems. So, if you're looking forward to it, smash that like button. Okay, let's get the bling long out of here. I had some leftover Hooters today for dinner. That was pretty good. Hooters wings, hot, flavored. I also went to Walmart, and I got, I was in the south suburbs today. I was in the Walmart. and I got some pop. Unfortunately, I did not get zero sugar. It was called Cherry Coke Root Cherry Floats or something. I thought that was interesting, but I thought it was sugar free, but it isn't. So I can't just be drinking them like that. So unfortunately, I can only have like one a day. Additionally, I did buy this on purpose. I bought Code Red Cherry. We used to buy these at the gas station by my house for $1.25. And those prices didn't increase for like 8 years, and they were huge bottles, even larger than the one that I had. This one is probably a 16 ounce. It is a 16.9. The other ones we would get were like twice the size of that, and I would get about 1/3 away down the pop, and I would have stomach problems. I would be shaken because so much sugar was in it. Now, that wasn't really smart or healthy to do. So why am I drinking this as an adult? Because I like Code Red. I like the Code Red flavor. I like the Code Red sugar. So we're gonna actually. I haven't had sugar pop in like, I don't know. I haven't sugar pop in like probably like 3 months. So this is gonna be crazy. I think I'm gonna be buzzing out. We were looking for dirt. Let's grab a bunch of extra dirt. And I don't think I'm gonna bring food with. I did already bring food, but I'm gonna bring some more food with because I'm not entirely sure how many times I'm gonna have to be dealing with these dang slimes. I'm gonna open my pop right now. Hear that nice? Oh, that sounded so good. Oh, Code Red. These are little bottles. Little bottles, 16 ounces. 240 calories. 65 grams of carbohydrates. 24 or 65 grams of carbohydrates. And 64 of them are added sugars. That's 129%. Holy bling blong. There's zero fat in it. There is less than 1% juice in this. Oh, man. Code Red Mountain Dew. This is like my favorite pop of all time. By the way, reminder. Please remind me. I'm going to drink about half this pop today so I can eat something else. But remind me, I need to brush my teeth in 20 minutes from drinking this. Ready? Go. I'm getting older and my teeth are getting way more sensitive. I got a dentist appointment on St. Patrick's Day. So, oh my God, my teeth are already riddling. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. All right, Chessboat, don't leave me. I'm going to try to place down some dirt blocks so we can start going up. I don't know how successfully I'm going to be able to do this, but we did that actually quite well. I'm not going to lie. That was actually really, 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 really well. We got to wait until the sun actually hits that horizon right there, and then we can sleep. 20 minutes now. I need to brush my teeth. I need to brush my teeth. I need to put Sensodyne toothpaste. I need to do all that. I just hope I don't have any cavities. I think my back left two do. My front canine right here. I feel like there's something a little sensitivity, but this is so much sugar. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's start going up, shall we? 117 blocks up. I think this is 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. I'll grab that ladder. Don't worry. Now, we do have one water bucket, and hopefully we can water bucket clutch. But I do not have my faith in water bucketing clutching. I also realized in my personal survival world that, oh my gosh! I also realized in my personal survival world that if you land directly in a boat and you don't boat clutch, you instantly die. And I died on a farm like this. So, but I built it in the ocean. That's the difference. I did build it in the ocean. But still, it was not fun. All right, so I believe I'm at 4 or 5. I can't remember. I guess I could just take a look real quick. 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. Perfect. 4, 4, 4, 4. All right, I'm going to break out my trusty calculator. Remember when our teachers used to tell us in grammar school, there will never be a calculator ever in your pocket? 117 minus 4 equals 113. Everyone, let's do some counting, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 67, 67, 67, 78, 79, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113. Plus the 4 at the bottom, which gives us 117. Look at the world. Holy blame. You know what I'm going to do before I do something stupid? Is I'm going to place water on the side, because my likelihood of me water bucketing clutching this is probably 0%. I can boat clutch, and I used to be able to boat clutch all the time. I cannot boat clutch at all anymore. Now, technically, this should be the absolute highest radius for our character, and these guys should start despawning. Now, they're not despawning, which is crazy. We're technically supposed to go up one more block, so let's put this up one more block. Now, are they despawning? Is this a correct method? Is Voltrix correct? I trust him, by the way. I do trust him more than anybody. Now, they are not despawning. You can see them clearly down there. Let me just go up and see how high we can go. And see how far when they start despawning. Because I will go up higher if they despawn to the player. Because there's the play. You see how the world is circle? Just like real life. The world is flat, but it is a circle. There's a circle around the player as well, and there we go. This is the perfect height. This is the perfect height right here. I'm gonna put a block right here. I'm just gonna put a block here, and we're going to. This is where our platform is gonna be. So it was a 4x7, if I'm correct, and I wanted to go here. So Was it 4x7 or a 2x? I think it was a 4x7. It was a 4x7 for sure. I'm looking at the video. This is 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hate to be rude with myself, but is this lined up to how I wanted it? That would be the end wall right there, if I'm correct. And this is where the hole is. So if not, it's going to be... That's why I gave myself an extra... Well, I gave myself a singularly extra block. But I guess I could check right here. I could check on me Minecraft things. We're actually that... Wait, is the wall not... Am I actually, like, off by, like, 10 blocks for the world border? I thought it was exactly 1,000. It does look a lot different here. Well, we're technically at 888, and then at 888, it's going to go out some. You know what I'm saying? It's technically going to go out to the right or to the left. So if that is correctly aligned, then we should be fine. Okay. Let me go back into the tutorial and see and just watch it real quick. 10 minutes until I have to brush my teeth. We should all take a brushing teeth stream. God, this Code Red it's killing my front tooth. Literally killing it, probably. This would be eating rust off of a wheel. This crafting table does not do anything for our build. I'm putting a crafting table there because you never know when you need a craft. I'm also placing torches down because we are high enough up, and when I come back up here, it might not be this peaceful. Now, unfortunately, we do not have our chest with us. That's one. And we also do not have extra hoppers. We have one hopper. That's so unfortunate, isn't it? But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So when we do get our chests and we bring it up here, half of our mob supplies we're not going to even be able to get from the hopper. So we're going to have to go around on the side, and we're going to have to grab them by hand in these corners. That's a little bit unfortunate, but once we get richer, we can build more. Maybe I'll just take all the iron from this and put that into making hoppers. It is dangerous, by the way. If you do not build this farm correctly, I had a creeper explode in here before. It was pretty early on. I just don't know if I was paying attention enough or whatnot. But all right, I'm going to move the water source up. I'm going to move the water source up. And then we should be fine. Now, I don't technically need ladders for this, but I do like the ladders. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that the phrase of people using nowadays is, "I'm not gonna lie." So you're always lying to me. That's what that insinuates. But I'm gonna wait for this water to all despawn and go back to normal, which is probably the absolute worst idea. Standing up here when I did that. Now I think about that. We're going to wait for all that to despawn, and then I'm going to place a water next to it. I'm going to do it just like my survival world. And with that being said, then we should be able to come up to this easily. We can go up the water route, or we can come up the ladder. Just depends on how we want to do it. I will permanently keep that water there on the side once it goes away. I don't know if this, I don't know if I place this down if water moves faster than that despawning rate. So... or disappearing rate, whatever you want to call it. But look at this beautiful sunset. Look at this beautiful world. Isn't this beautiful, guys? Let's turn our FOV to Quaker Pro. Look at this. Oh my gosh. You can actually see the entire world if you look down, pretty much. Beautiful world. And there's nothing around it either. There's no villages. There's no anything. It's nothing. It's it's a Superflat. So, this is perfect. Honestly. Love this. Love this for us. Alright, we're going to wait for that water to despawn. And I'm going to plug my phone in our real quick. Let's plug my phone in. Check. I have you know how like they had the monkey in Toy Story 4. Is that the one with the monkey in it? Not the little red monkeys where they hang them together. I love those as a kid, but the monkey with the clapper. My desk is in front of me. I have my main monitor that I spent a lot of money on. I can't remember. And I got the two side monitors my dad got me. The one on the right is a TV. I had another monitor on the right, and I didn't accidentally. It broke. I didn't accidentally, but it did break. It just like gave up one day. And then it's a desk me and my dad made, and then my computer in my bottom right, and then I have a whole bunch of wires and plugs. I bought a plug thing at the bottom of my computer that I could plug in like I think 13 outlets plus like 4 USBs plus something else. It's kind of crazy. All right, we're gonna wait for this water. Yeah. Oh, thankfully we did wait because look at how fast that water is going down. So this water is not only going to be our elevator, but it's also going to be our clutch. If there's something that goes wrong, we can always defer to falling back into this water bucket or to this water here. Holy bling blowing. Did you see how many mobs spawned? I'm trying to see if these are the same mobs where they can just load out. No, they're despawning. You see how there's one spider at the bottom? Three spiders at the bottom right. Let's go back down. There's none now there. See, you see how fast they despawn? Holy bling blong. Alright, I think we might just stay up here for the night. I don't want to, but I think we might. Alright, well, while we're waiting for those that death trap to disappear, we're going to continue moving on to our build, and I'm just going to bring up the tutorial. So we need to go up 2 more blocks here. We need 2 more blocks, and then we need to place a temporary chest, or a temporary block. So let's go. I'm going to put torches here because this is actually going to be in the hiddenness. And then we're going to have our chest right there. This is our temporary block, which go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then he wants you to do a block there and a block next to that. All right, perfect. And then he wants you to place slabs all on the top up here, but I didn't bring my slabs up with me. And then we need to go up 22 blocks from the bottom. So these 22 from the bottom. So that means that this is 1. Unless I'm doing that wrong, but I think that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 for the bottom block. Okay. I guess if that's what he says is right. That's Voltrix is I trust him. He's one of my most favorite tutorial guys. Doesn't even talk. This is 3. This is 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Just realized I put myself in a pretty bad spot doing it like this. My water's way too far away for me to jump in, even if I did try to like swing around. I think I would survive that fall damage, to be honest with you, but I'm going to not risk it if I don't have to. I haven't done. I don't think I have done this method to get down probably ever in Minecraft. This is probably something the first time I've ever attempted something like this. And I'm putting torches here because you saw how many mobs spawn on the other one. I am not risking that. But all right, we're gonna have to. It's like every time I try to do something, it's just done goofy. Yes, I could make slabs, sure, but this is the max amount of cobblestone that I brought with us. This is the exact correct amount of cobblestone that we need. And I probably should go back to my house and grab more cobblestone. But it's fine. We're waiting for this to go down so we can actually like go sleep in our bed. I should have brought our bed up. I just was not processing that thought right now. I'm gonna leave that one piece of cobblestone right there just so that we know where they wanted us to build a farm. But good thing I checked down my subject of awareness. My single player world is definitely not correct then. Even though I think it is, but there is sometimes the mob farm doesn't load in fast. Also, it's not a super flat world, so I guess it is a little different. Placing some ladders down. We're gonna get this all laddered up. The amount that the fact is I put myself perfectly in this water stream and I'm not drowning is kind of shocking to me because usually I can never get it this perfect. This is like the most optimal water placement in the stream I could be in. I don't want to move from this spot if I don't have to. Might not even need to make an XP farm with all the loot we're about to get from the sunrise coming up over here in a second. I guess I could have just done it like this. This is definitely way more efficient. This is so fast. Kind of messing around with this as well. Making sure that I didn't miss any ladders. Yeah, I'm going to drink half of a Code Red. That's way too much sugar. Especially with me not being used to sugar. I'm just going to drink half a Code Red and we're going to brush our teeth right when the sunrise shows up. Get some water to flush out those sugars on your teeth. For all my young people out there, and my other people that are not young, I'm talking about teenagers or children. The one thing that you should learn from a Claude from Chicago stream is your health is very important to you, and you should take the best care of it as possible. And the best way to do that is to get good fundamentals set up while you're young, because it's a lot easier to do when you're young. So brushing your teeth constantly. Like I would say brush your teeth 4 times a day. The dentist says like 3 times a day. You should brush your teeth 4 times a day. You brush your teeth right when you wake up. You eat breakfast if you do. I think that's a good thing. I don't eat breakfast, but people that eat breakfast, they're better. You eat breakfast, brush your teeth after. Go to work, eat lunch, brush your teeth. Now, Claude, I'm at school. There was a girl that I went to school with that actually her dad was a dentist. And he made all his daughters brush their teeth at lunchtime. Guess who probably doesn't have any teeth problems? So he then go to work, blah blah blah. But the one thing that I did learn from the go to finish your work, then go and eat lunch, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Then eventually you're at the end of the night and you brush your teeth before you go to bed. The one thing that I did know is grab these blocks. Good. Good, 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 good. The one thing that I did learn is I'm trying to think of it. I can't think of the words right now. Anytime you drink a pop or a coffee or a tea, you're supposed to brush your teeth 20 minutes after you're done drinking it. Especially with how many sugars are in that damn thing. I'm definitely doing that. Now, I'm doing a little newbie thing here, as some people would call it. I don't care. This is my single-player world, and I want to continue playing on this world. So if this upsets you, then get over it. Holy bling blong, that's doing so much damage. I have diamond armor. Holy, oh, wish. Holy shimu. Did I grab that bed? I didn't grab the bed. How do I keep forgetting to grab the bed? I'm placing these little catch things. If I'm correct, unless they updated the Minecraft water, which I'm sure they will because they want to ruin it. I feel like they just purposely want to ruin the game sometimes. They do make it constantly challenging, and it makes the game always consistently different, I guess. You're right. But, you should be able to survive this water if you fall. I am going to not test that at all. I'm going to leave the water down here. And if we fall, it's down here. And if we don't fall, it will still be down here. This is not shortcut to jumping off the thing. This is emergency only. Okay? All of this is emergency only. None of this is going to be permanent. Oh, you get to just jump off the bottom and get down there in 2 seconds. This is a hardcore world. There's no such thing as you could do this whenever. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not risking that. I don't care who is watching. Now, if I do something stupid and I fall, let's say I go up there and I fall, I get knocked off and I fall into the water and I survive. Then I will be fine with it. But until that happens, or if that ever happens, I'm not trying it. I promise you. I'm just going to take the water elevator down and go up and down. It's not like you get to skyscraper and then you get to the top of the skyscraper after taking the elevator and you say, wow, there's a shortcut that you can just, like, yeet. I mean, I don't know. Like, but the ladder's here just in case if something ever happens to the water and I replace the water with a block or something bad happens, I can go up and down easily. I can water bucket all the way up. I've done that, as you've seen earlier. But I'm just, just in case. You might not have your water bucket on you when you come out here. I want to make sure that this ladder is fully built, too, because missing a spot like that is not ideal. I can feel that sugar coming to me already. Okay, we're going to place the bed down here, so if we die, we can respawn. But I'm going to go brush my teeth. I will be right back. And please. I always forget to turn off my Minecraft sound because I have music underneath it. I don't even know what my intro music is. I think it was something from YouTube, and it's just isn't that just such a good song? We've had it for like 4 or 5 years. Or the intro and outro music, but we had it for like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. It's been a long time. It's really good though. I really enjoy it. It's like it's hype and then it's like chills. A random goober. I'm a goober. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this fine evening? We're working on an XP farm. If you want to know how to build this XP farm, it is linked in the description by Voltrex. One of my I would like to say one of my friends, maybe one day, right? But this farm is made by one of my favorite YouTubers that makes YouTube or Minecraft tutorials. It's just what's it called? It's super. Like, his YouTube tutorials are great because they're just super simple and they're cheap and they're straight to the dang point. That's why I like them. I'm a goober. Awesome. So yeah, we're building an XP farm. It's just a mob farm. We're playing on our Superflat worlds. It's obviously a Superflat challenge world. We are going to just play on this world until we die. We're on episode 6, I believe, right now, right? Something like that. Okay. We're almost done too. I think putting the water here would have definitely helped my stress in my other worlds, my other survival world, which I don't stream. That definitely would have helped. And this would have been helpful too if I just did this originally. I don't have to keep going up each pillar. Just do my little strat, a little bit of building. I do have all my blocks on me as well. But we do have some limitations, and one of our limitations is not going past 1,000 positive or negative. That's why you see those dirt blocks down there. That is our like world border. We're giving ourselves a self-world border, and maybe one day we should survive this. By the way, I think that's the last survivable falling block distance because these mobs go to 1 heart, unless mobs have more health than humans. But I think it is. But that's the maximum farthest we can go in the world. I'm gonna place the water like this. I think I'm gonna lose some of my torches, but that's fine. And I'm going to bring up the tutorial on my left side of the screen. So we go up 22 blocks from what it was. Now, if you're building here, the farm should be 203, but I'm not building this in Osh biome. So now extend one of these 7 blocks. So the total is 8. So you can build 8. We go 8 on each side. Let me just double count this. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's totally of 8. Then we're going to fill those in. No, we need to add the bonus blocks and go. Okay. I understand what's going on right now. All right, we need to go 8. If you didn't know already, you can make a if you didn't know already, you can make a big area filled with blocks and mobs with Pathfinder. Since there are more blocks, that's also a good idea. I've seen a lot of people 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've seen people play on Superflat worlds, and I've seen a lot of people do stuff like that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, please tell me I'm within 1,000. I am. I did give myself actually more space. No, maybe I'm just perfect. Maybe I did the math correctly. But I don't want to go past this thing if I don't have to. If it goes past it, I'm not freaking out. You guys can ban. I'm not rebuilding this. Okay, I'm not rebuilding this. It took me absolutely forever to get this cobblestone, and I'm definitely not doing that again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm making a better cobblestone generator later on. Maybe not today's stream, but I'm definitely building a better cobblestone generator. So that's definitely happening. I'm a sub. Well, thank you so much, Goober. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me just give you a little rundown, Goober, of what my channel's about and what's going on and what you'll see on here, because I always like to give people a little rundown. Long story short, our big Minecraft world right now is we're doing this Superflat hardcore challenge. We just play in a Superflat, and when we die, we die. This can get to 100 episodes. Not 100 days that everyone does. I've survived 100 days in Minecraft, which is a feat in itself, correct. That is a feat. I'm not denying that. That's a lot. That's 100 times 20, which is how many days? I mean, 100 days isn't even 100 days. Could be you could just sleep through half of it. It doesn't mean the definite of time is. It could be 50 days technically because you're sleeping through half the night. But the goal is to just play in here until we die. If you want a real goal of what we're doing, if you ever saw the Lorax, is the only thing I could think of. We're going to be building a real town in our main village that you haven't seen yet. We're going to be building a town, and then we're going to be building false walls around it, or a dome, maybe a big glass dome over it. And that's going to be our world, and no one's allowed to leave. But of course, you can leave, and once you leave the world, you see the true meaning of Minecraft, which maybe we'll put trees, maybe we'll do this, maybe we'll do that. We're going to do something along that line. Not exactly, but sort of like how the Lorax, when they like left and like, whoa, there's trees in this world. If we can get to the end, we'll get to the end. We'll play the end. If we can't beat the end, we can't go to the end, and it is what it is. We definitely can go to the Nether for sure, and maybe we'll make a vote one day if we want to play against the Ender Dragon. But if it's not in the world, I generally don't want to. I generally do not want to put mobs in this. Like, if the end portal doesn't spawn, I genuinely do not want to just put the end portal in because it's not like it's cheating. Like, I'm not saying that it's, well, it would be cheating actually. It actually would be cheating in my eyes. But you know, I really don't like you said at the beginning of the stream. I really don't think the definition of playing Minecraft, just because you beat the end doesn't mean that the game is over. The game is just. I agree. I agree with myself. The game is just starting once you beat the Ender Dragon. 100%. The game is literally just beginning once you beat the Ender Dragon. Now you got to go to the end cities. Now you got to do this. Now you got to go back to your base. Now you have an Elytra. Now you can go everywhere else. You can do everything that you want to do, but now you can actually do it easier. So that's what it is. And now we have built many mega builds in the past series and live streams and stuff like that. I'm sure there will be our mega project will actually be like the dome or the big mountains we build around it. I think we should build the mountains around it, and that because I want to give them the false reality that the world is not flat, even though it is. Goober says, I have my very own survival world I'm working on. Ooh, nice. Are you playing on hardcore? Are you playing on normal? Are you playing on hard, easy, normal, peaceful? Okay, we're going to go to the top. Before we go to the top, though, I'm going to place these blocks in here because these blocks, that's exactly how that needs to be done before I forget. And I believe I placed a slab here, but maybe I don't. This is where the chests go. Let's put the chest in there as well so we can catch some of the items. Some of those items are floating off. It's okay. It's fine. Totally fine. And we're going to go up to the top and we're going to continue. We do need water, though. Oh, goodness me. I need to grab at least one more water. I mean, I have this water here, so I don't have to go all the way down. I just don't want to lose it. But, oh yeah, I didn't even explain what I do on my channel. So, long story short, hi, I'm Claude from Chicago. But what we do is we play Minecraft, we play Fortnite, we play creative Minecraft. We do a whole bunch of little things like that, and we just have fun. Fortnite is not usually live streamed, unfortunately. I just don't live stream it, but we don't usually play Fortnite. But, like live stream, we do play Fortnite a lot. We do play Fortnite a lot, but I mean, we don't usually live stream that anymore. We used to. But we play Fortnite, we play Minecraft, hardcore survival, and creative. And then we'll play random other games every once in a while. I was actually not streaming for a minute because I just didn't want to stream. I didn't find any love or passion for the stuff that I did. And everyone always talks about it. I've interviewed many coaches and many players. You got to have this passion for this or passion for that. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking about that. You know, forcing yourself to play a video game, which I have done many times here on this channel, it just isn't fun. And I just honestly hate getting up and like live streaming that. So, that unfortunately, like Planet Coaster 2, I love that game, but I just did not love it like I did like Planet Coaster 1. And it's not like the game got even worse. The game actually got better, in my opinion. It just did everything that I wanted to do in Planet Coaster 1, so what was the point of me playing Planet Coaster 2? And I started working on my park. Now, the park's almost done, so maybe I'll go back and finish it one day. But as of right now, unfortunately, all my Planet Coaster people, I'm sorry, but I think that that is probably going to be the end of the series. Um, I mean, like I said, I did love that. I just been before I was forcing myself. That was like the real reason why I just kind of slowed down on streaming for that 8 months. But yeah, so we're gonna place some water down here, and we're gonna get this stuff going. Now we should have probably placed the water last, in my opinion, because the water, if we fall down our own trap, we're cooked. So, try not to be cooked. But I think we should be able to survive that fall. Should be. Alright, we're going to get rid of this water, this infinite water pool real quick. Before I do that, though, I will place a water stream there, so if I do need to get up or down, I can get up or down pretty easily. And then we'll get rid of these blocks. Probably should have left that one block so we can actually get back up. Boom. There we go. So this is how the bottom part of this farm works. Let me pause the game and bring up that video real quick. So we build the exterior wall, like so. Then we're going to place the water in. No, he actually is telling you to put the water in last. Okay. Well, that's very good to know. Alright. So now we want to make a big mob platform, which will go like so. I do like the little new Minecraft music they added in. Hopefully it's not louder than my voice. It looks like it is, so maybe I'll have to turn it down, but I do like the... Oh yeah, we need to be at 60, and then this needs to be at like 25. Roughly. I think that still might be a little too loud, but it's okay. Definitely is okay. So now we're going to place our mob platform. This is where all our mobs are going to spawn. We don't actually have any carpets. I just honestly just thought of that. We don't have any carpets. Oh, goodness me. How did I forget that? Oh, we're going to have to go back and we're going to have to get carpets. I don't even have shears. I don't even have shears at all. So, do I make shears? I have 25 iron left. It probably would be a good idea to have shears just overall. I think shears give you 64. It could be 128, but I think it's 64. Like durability. Should get a mending book and put it on the shears. Should get an unbreaking book and put it on the shears. Don't know if that's possible, but if it is, we might want to do that in a super flat. Unless we until we make an iron farm. Okay, boom, we got the platform set up. Okay, let me go to the video real quick. I had to send a message. So we need to place trap doors down. Open all the trap doors. 'Cause, 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 Put all the trapdoors down. Put the carpets down, which we don't have carpets. Ugh. We need how many carpets do we need? We need 9 times 4. 18, 18, 24. No. I cannot do math off the top of my head right now. Hold up. 9, 18, 27, 36. We need 36 carpets. 3, 6, 9. Right? 9, 18, 27, 36. Okay. Where are my trapdoors? Is this 8? I feel like I needed more trapdoors than this, but... I'm going to actually open this up because if mobs do spawn, they'll fall down. Because I actually am going to have to leave this farm to go get carpets. I can't believe I just didn't do that. I really thought I had everything prepared, but... You know, it happens. It'd be like that sometimes. I do like the acacia trapdoors, though. They look really pretty. So for people that do not know how this farm works, I will explain this right now. So a mob will spawn on this thing. We actually don't need the carpets for it to work, but carpets are going to make it no spiders come in this farm. So that's what we're going to do. And I definitely do not want spiders because spiders will clog up the farm because spiders will climb onto the wall and spiders won't want to fall and it just slows down the farm. But how this works is a mob spawns and then mobs have a radius to choose like 3 or 4 blocks every so often that they say, I want to go over here. As a Minecraft player, you can't get over here because there's a hole. But the mobs only see this. They see that the trapdoor is placed down, which is a block. So they say, I'm going to pathfind over here. But unfortunately for them, the trapdoor is closed or open. And they try to pathfind to that. They fall into the water. The water then pushes them down. They drop the distance down here, which I think is a little short, but... You know, that's what the tutorial says. They fall, they drop, and then they get down to 1 HP, and you should be able to punch them to death. But I feel like my farm isn't correct, because even on my survival world, it's not that deep. But I'm not going to switch from the process. If I do need to go, I can just always dig down more on my farm and, you know, make it a little different. All right, we do need carpets, though. Oh, I just can't believe we forgot the carpets. So we placed the water down in there. We already done that. Perfect. And then we need to go up 2 blocks all the way around. And then we need to place blocks on top of that, full blocks. Then there's a lighting pattern. Okay. Well, that should be pretty easy to do. I'm going to actually place all these blocks down now so we don't have to go to the bottom and come back to the top. So we're just going to do that now. 1, 2. I'll place my bed here just in case so I can respawn. But Claude, you're playing on a hardcore. That's a joke. Get the joke. Do you not get the joke? Ugh. Some people in the jokes, man. They didn't be getting them. So we just need to do 2 blocks. I'm going to do it like this because I feel like it's a little bit faster for me than going around and holding crouch the entire time. Let me grab this water so when we make it a little bit higher of a level, it's easier to get up. I'm a goofy goober. I love that song. Or as a child when that was popping. I haven't seen that movie in years though. A very long time. Movie night, question mark? Movie night in Discord, question mark? No, Sith Lord's gonna say yes. I have to still watch How to Train Your Dragon 2 because I fell asleep. But How to Train Your Dragon 1 was awesome. Perfect. Look at that. We already got our thing set up. We're all almost done. Almost done, Friedlings. There goes our torches. Ugh, just fell like just short. Then we need to place the blocks down like so. There is a direct lighting pattern that the guys want you to use, so it's a perfect optimal lighting placement. So we're going to do that as well. Gosh, I don't know. I think I'm going to place down a dirt block because I really don't want to get rid of this light until I put those carpets in. I don't want to get rid of the light until I know for a fact it's done. Because even with one torch being gone and this being on a Superflat world and I'm going to fill this in with darkness, you know, this thing could be populated really quickly. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I had to go make my flyer. Ooh, nice. What is a flyer for? Like for school or for work? Or what's your flyer about? I'm trying to think of some other things that have happened recently. Today, for work, I had to go uh, get a bunch of is to help fund my trip to a state convention. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you'll be able to get enough donations and funding and etc. for your trip. That sounds actually like really fun. Today we had to cover elections, so as fun as elections can be. Oh man, as a media person, man, covering elections is covering elections. Oh god, it just is just like it's the same chaos all the time. You know what was funny? You know what was funny is okay. So so outside of the poll place, there's always people standing out there with flyers, and they say vote for me, vote for this candidate, vote for this, vote for that. And there, we went to 2 different locations today for early voting. And the first location had 2 or 3 people out there. There wasn't many. I think there was only 2. I thought they were workers, but then at the second location, I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, they're promo. They're going to be asking people to vote. The second one, we walk out there with the camera and blah, blah, blah. I was just doing camera stuff. And there was a dude that was probably sitting in his car. This was the funniest thing ever. And this was so funny. So I'm sitting there with the camera and I'm trying to get some low angle shots of the signs, get some B-roll footage of all the cool stuff. There's a dude sitting in his car or somewhere on the property or nearby with a drone. He's sitting there with the drone, and the drone was going for like 30 minutes to an hour. Like a professional drone. And he had his speaker on it, and he was flying around just hovering over the people with the papers that are passing out to people, and he's just talking to them. I don't think he could hear back, but he was talking to them with the speaker, because I'm like, why is there still like just a random cop siren? But it wasn't a cop, because there was a police station next to it, but it wasn't a police station. It just didn't sound right. So he's sitting there with the drone, and he's flying around, and I'm getting B-roll shots, and I'm talking with my reporter, or the lead, the journalist. I'm also a journalist too, but I mean, I wasn't the journalist today. I was just a camera person. And I look up at him. We're looking up at him when we're just getting shots. And he goes, "Man, you're looking good, my boy." I was just, he goes, "You're looking good, my boy." I was like, oh my God, that was hilarious. And you just hear like, oh my God. Oh my God, that was funny. And then he said, "You got a good smile." And then he flew back like he was just hovering. Like it was just like, I didn't think he was going to comment on that. I just thought he was hovering because we were getting like shots. Like I'm sure that was interesting, but he like must have zoomed in on my face and everything. Oh my God. I was I will never forget. That is an experience. And then when we were leaving to go to our car to go back to to go back home and etc. He's hovering with the people, and one of the guys, they were playfully fighting. He's like, "Where are you at so I can come after you?" And he's like, I don't think he could hear because he was just saying like just random phrases, like not like soundboard phrases. Like he was actually talking, but I don't think he could hear you back. He's like, "Where are you at so I can come and get you?" And then he's like, I don't know what he was saying back to drone person, but he was saying some funny comments back, and I was like, "This is just this. You cannot make this up. I've never seen it before, and I will never forget that. That was probably my favorite election story. Even though it had nothing to do with the election, I should have got. It was not a cheap drone. It had to have been like the $1,000 drones. It could have been a person from the campaign, sure. It could have been one of the campaign people and just said, but like it's just so weird. Like I feel like the people walking up to you saying, "Do you want to vote? You want to vote? You want to vote?" would be easier than that, but. No, that was a very he's like, "You're looking good, my boy." It's just like, brother, what the oh god. And then my journalist goes, she goes, "He didn't say anything about me," but I was like, "You weren't staring at him like I was." Oh, I should have got some shots. That was funny. It would have had nothing to do with the story. It would just have been like a core memory, but at least I said it on stream, so that's the most raw visual. But oh god. So this is the most optimal lighting platform according to the video, and then we place down the thing, and then I think we're done. I think the tutorial's concluded from there. We just need three more hoppers, which we can't get because we don't have the XP or the iron to waste. We do have enough for the hoppers, but then we'll only have 5 iron left, and I got to spend 2 iron on shears, so that would mean there would be only 3 iron left. So I'm going to be careful with the thing. If I get the iron from here, from this farm, then I'm going to use it, but I will eventually make an iron farm. A random goober says, "That's actually funny, LOL." Isn't it? Like, you can't make it up. You literally cannot make that stuff up. All right, we're going to put the water down here, and we're going to go to the bottom, and we're going to go get some shear. We're going to make shears, and we're going to shear some things. And we're going to get some wool. Goober says, "I'm a very good artist. They say I need a Spider-Man on the front page by next Monday." So this upcoming Monday. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad that you are working good on that flyer there for your trip. In terms of artwork, I cannot draw for my life. I promise you that. I took an art class in freshman year of high school, and the teacher, he was very nice to me. He was a very good teacher, very nice person. But he knew that I wasn't good at drawing, and he did give me pretty decent grades for following the skills. I never got many consistent A's. I always got like B pluses because I didn't follow the prompt correctly. He didn't really grade on the actual art, but like following the prompt correctly. But I appreciate him for doing that. I met him many years later, I think 7 or 8 years later, when I was doing a news story at a college, and they had an art fair. Those kids could draw and paint and do everything. Sculpt, they were phenomenal. It's a big art competition, so I covered that. But long story short, I can't draw. Now this is where I'm leading into my question for you, Goober. Goober, what is your main style of artistry? Is it this is the most optimal for lighting this up. I feel like it isn't, so I'm just going to place extra torches around because it's my own world and I can do whatever I want. But what is your favorite kind of drawing? Is it drawing with stencils? Is it drawing with if it's drawing with stencils? Is it drawing with color or watercolor paints, acrylics? Is it sculpting? What is your favorite thing to do? Is it pencils, black and whites? Or I don't think it would be called black and white. I think it is called monochromatic. What is your favorite? I think what I enjoy my personal best, which doesn't mean doesn't mean that it is the best of all time because art is obviously completely subjective. But I think my favorite kind of drawing or artwork would be I'm a big fan of paintings. I like classical Renaissance paintings because of the amount of detail they made on these mega canvases and the propaganda they put into it, as well as the just the sheer size of them. I think that is my favorite, and I like it on the canvases per se. Than like I like the Michelangelo paintings in the cathedral, but I don't know if I would want to go there and look up and bend my neck up and do that the whole time, or like laying down as what he did. I kind of like the artwork on the wall, the big walls. But that's my preferred liking this. I cannot draw that. I cannot paint that. I cannot do any of that for the record. So anything is better than that. But those are my favorites. Eventually this will all turn to dirt because of the water. All right, let's get on chest boat. Let's go back. Let's make some shears and let's breed some sheep too because we do have some sheep, but we're definitely going to need some more. And let's grab some wool and get some carpets and we'll come right back. Gooper says I can copy drawings pretty well. I can sketch. That's one thing my brother can do well too is sketching. I don't know how y'all can do it. You could just like look at a piece of paper and just like see Spider-Man, and then like in X amount of time, it'll be there. Like within a day, if you spend a whole day on it, it could be there. Probably be there even quicker than that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how to draw. I don't know, or sketch. But yeah, that's just crazy. You know how like so much like the amount you can apply yourself to sketching is like you could do digital design, you could do newspaper stuff, you could do court reporting, you could do like online web design. There's so many outlets for that. Now, obviously, it's very difficult to get into the field for some of those things. I'm not saying that it is easy, but the amount like how quickly people can do it is it's honestly crazy. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you do. All right, we're gonna go with purple. We did actually have blue, and I wanted to do this with blue, but Sith Lord likes the blue. And we did the blue with the beds. I think we're gonna eventually turn all our beds blue. I don't know if I can dye beds blue, and I don't want to waste my cornflower. So what we're gonna do is we're going to grab. We're gonna do it out of purple. We're gonna make it out of purple. And you might be asking, Claude, why aren't you just using white because it's a generic thing? Which you are correct. It is completely generic. But I don't actually want to use white beds or white things as much as I normally do. I usually play in all my worlds, and I always have white beds nowadays with the new updates. I just don't want to personally... I personally don't want to just waste them. So... or sorry, not wasted. I just don't think. I think life needs to have some color. That's what I'm trying to say. I think I'm going to waste these cornflowers. I hate to say waste. It's not really wasting, but I can bone meal the grass and get more stuff. Okay, you know what I want to do is this. I want to change some of these into blue so we can have more blue guys. And how much does the durability of shears give you? Let's take a look. Shears give you, 238. For some reason, I was sitting there thinking that it was different, but 238 is a lot. That should be enough. I'm going to grab some more while we're here. Just purple. Nothing else. Just purple. And then we're going to dye some of these purple. I'm going to dye 2 purple guys blue because I do want some blue people. I'm going to make more beds too. And I want to get rid of all my white beds. I'm just going to burn them. No white beds, no yellow beds. Yellow beds, I feel like yellow and orange are all what the villagers use. Just switch it up. I mean, just switch it up. So that's what I'm doing. And there's one orange guy. I'm not going to do anything with orange right now. But I do want these purple guys to eat a little quicker. I think that's enough carpets we can make with 2. I need 36 of them. I feel like 36 is too much. I feel like that's a lot. It's 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36, right? It is, okay. Well, I guess we're making 36 of these bad boys, even though I feel like it's too much, but I guess it's not. We need 2 more wool. Eat the grass. Perfect. All right, so we have 36, and I want to make 2 of these purple guys blue. I can't dye them well. There we go. You got to wait for them to eat their... I guess that makes sense. Sith Lord says... sorry, I have to catch up on this. I can copy drawings pretty well. I can sketch. Also, I have a passion for drawing Garfield from a project I had to do. So I can draw Garfield now, which is awesome. Garfield's pretty funny, too. I haven't seen a movie of Garfield in a minute. Put a carpet on the llamas. In the tundra biomes, they use green. In tundra biomes, they use green. What happened to my llamas? I have like 4 of them in here. Oh, you know what? I never tamed them. Okay, so what? Somebody said something about the carpets. I thought somebody said put the carpets with the red. Am I going crazy? I thought somebody commented that. Put a carpet on the llamas. In the tundra biome, they use green. What color should I put on the llamas? I have blue. I have purple, yellow, and orange. Which one should I use? We could do 2 colors. So I'm going to take 1 recommendation from Sith and 1 recommendation from Goober. And if you don't comment quick enough, we can always just come back and get some more later. I'm going to just grab some more wool while we're here, because if it is, of course, the color I don't have, I want to make sure that I have enough of it. Sith Lord says purple. Of course he wants purple, the one that I'm using for my build. Put the purple on. Boom. Oh my god, this looks sick. I didn't know you could do this. This is sick. I knew you could change the colors from when you said it, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody change. That's sick. I love this. This is nice. I think I need another chest for my my guys. I'm just going to put a chest. I know this is like not formatted correctly to my OCD standards, so I'm going to try to format that as closely as I can. We're going to put red wool, blue wool, purple wool, orange wool, and like this. There's a dyeing recipe on the Wikipedia page, but there is a dyeing recipe on the Wikipedia page that I like to put all my colors in that specific order. But for now, we're just going to put them in like that. How do we have more red? Well, I guess we did use... But how do we have so much red wool? All right. I think that we're good. Until... If you comment on the way back, I will come back... When I come back here for the end of the stream, I will put the color on. All right. I just want to kind of wrap this thing up because I think we're going to be coming to an end here shortly. It was a little bit of a shorter stream, I know. About an hour and a half of movie length. But I think that would be a good spot. I've been like exhausted all day. I couldn't sleep. All right, for sure, Sith Lord. I got you. Oh, look at this. It's spawning in. Boom. Beautiful. And then we're going to get rid of our beds and just start making all the beds blue. That's what you picked last time, and I like the blue. I think we're going to go with blue for all of our beds from here on out. We're going to leave some meat in here just in case. Maybe I should bring it up to the top, honestly. And I'll bring this chest as well because I kind of want to be able to move stuff around if needed. It's almost nighttime. The slimes aren't spawning now because we actually put water down, which might be a good idea for our farms that are near our house because if I get rid of their spawning rate, then I don't have to hear them clapping in the water the entire damn time. And I don't have to... It's cheap. Water is literally the cheapest thing. I usually use black beds, but no squids. I believe squids can spawn, though, in our fish thing. Because we can fish for squids, and I think they give you black dye, but I think we can actually... I think they'll spawn at a certain depth rate. Eventually, we'll have a really big lake. I hope I picked a big... I hope I picked that... I hope that's a good spot for the lake, because I'm not trying to dig that up and do that all over again. That wasn't easy to do, and it wasn't hard to do. It was just in the middle difficulty of being just annoying enough. All right, Fredlings, this is where I'm saying you might want to get your clipping fingers ready. This could go catastrophically wrong fast. I should have not brought up an extra water. I'll get rid of that water. But this could go wrong fast. Let me bring up the video. And we're going to place down the carpets, get rid of the lights, and we're going to go from there. Who is ready to see this happen? So we place a carpet here, carpet here, carpet here. No spiders will spawn. I think it's just the same pattern for everywhere else. The creeper farm, there's a different pattern that you have to make. And I don't remember how that works. And I genuinely don't know how I know creeper farm is pretty similar to this, sure, but I don't remember how it just makes creepers spawn. Oh, I think it was the cats. Is the cats that make... No, you put the cats in the middle because the creepers... No, you put the cats in the corners and the creepers get scared. I don't remember how we did it, but it was something with... It did involve cats, and that was not fun to do. Then there was something with... There was something else. There was another pattern. We will have no issues, by the way, with mobs at all, because this farm, except for maybe like spider string. Spider string we will have a problem with because we're not going to get spiders here, but we have a wool farm, so I mean, what else do I need? I have I have everything that I need. All right, let's get rid of these things, and hopefully we do not die doing this. Should have probably opened these all up. But that's it. That's the this is the farm. This is how it looks inside, and this is probably the last time you'll ever see this on stream. Ever. So, congratulations. You were here. Probably should have got the light in another corner, but this looks like it's working out fine. Just to say, you know, just in case they did spawn. That's it. And we're going to close this off. And ta-da! We are complete with our little farmy. Now let's see if it works. The farm should work, for the record. But if it doesn't work, I'm going to be actually a little bit upset. But it should work. It should work. So we should see some guys dropping down here in a second. I'm going to try to finesse this water bucket on that side so I can move over. If not, I'm going to try to jump on a ladder. But I think I'm far enough away to... Ooh! Water, water, water! All right, perfect. Water, good. And then we're going to wait for that water to despawn, and we're going to place it in my spot that I actually like over here a little more. And we have our first mob, which is a zombie. Zombies, of course, wearing armor. And a creeper. They're not one hit with a hand, but I don't know how I like to switch that out. You know what I want to do too is when I want to make an AFK farm, which this will eventually be an AFK farm, but we can dig it down a couple more blocks. Like it should go down 1 or 2 more blocks. Then all the mobs should just drop and instantly die on the hoppers. And then all the stuff could get sorted into a huge mega sorting chest down below. But for the time being, we don't have that ability, so we're just not going to worry about it. We're going to place these torches back that we did lose. It's fine. Totally fine. We're going to make ourselves a little walking path around this area. Just the most simple walking path. I should probably make a safety railing on this. That would actually be a really smart idea. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a safety railing. I usually wouldn't because you build this over an ocean. Oh, I'm already out of cobblestone. I guess that's as far as our safety railing is going. And if I knock these blocks out, we should be fine and not be able to get blown up. But this happened in my world before. I think if I crouch, I can get blown up. Now, some of these mobs, like I said, could blow up. And don't want that to happen. And 2, we only have 1 hopper right now. We could make more hoppers, but that's not the current time sort of thing. I'm going to place some blocks up here too. I'm going to leave some of this wood up here. I'm not leaving it all. I'm going to leave 15. Let's leave 16. We'll leave 16 wood up here. We'll leave a stack of dirt. Leave some cobblestone. Well, I guess I got that cobblestone back. Let's make the wall. Why save the cobblestone when we can get our walls set up how I want them? Safety wall. Get some more safety wall blocks coming up here soon. Those water things should be gone by the time this water comes down. If not, it shouldn't have any problems. If it is, we'll just do it again. But there we go. That should be it. Now we have 35 levels. Well, I'm going to leave food up here just in case if I'm fighting these mobs, that if I need food, I can just easily grab it. I'm going to leave some extra blocks up here, like I said, with something happens to my farm, and these cobblestone slabs are for that, and this, if something explodes. I'm going to keep my bucket on me because we do need our bucket, then our wood and stuff. So I'm going to leave all this stuff here. I really got to go to the bathroom so bad. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. Hopefully we don't explode and die. I will be right back. Oh, my goodness. BRB. Hold up. I'll be back in like 1 minute, but that sugar came right to me. Thank you for waiting, everybody. Watch a villagers come out here and push him off. Thanks for the positive support, my brother. We're going to be jumping on Fortnite soon, so if you want to join, check the Discord out. Linked in the description in the link tree. It's free to join. We'll be jumping in the voice chat soon. But, I do want to eat a hamburger. I'm not actually hungry right now. Now, this is an XP farm, for sure. This is an XP farm on how it works. Now, I don't actually have a stone axe or a stone sword. I could take some of my safety wall off, but I'm not really too worried. These zombies and all them will entity cram eventually. They will die, which I think they have already. I think somebody has already died, but they will entity cram. And I think it takes 20 mobs to entity cram, and then they start dying. I think if I get in this corner, that's going to be really bad. I think they can see you. So you got to do that quick. But, yeah, this is the mob farm. This is it. I guess I kind of want to kill them to see what kind of loot we can get right now. I hate to take off my safety wall, but I'm going to. I take it off on the side that I'm not standing on. And then we'll just bring a whole bunch of... how did I get an extra block? Can I not count? I guess I can't count. I don't know. Maybe there was an extra block somewhere, I guess. I took an extra block off. I don't know. Let's see what we get, shall we? Let's see how many levels we can get. We were going for, what, a couple seconds? We were at 35. I usually don't go past 30, and I'm going to explain that in a few seconds here, how I plan on how I do this normally. Look at all that loot we just got. And then here's all the other loot that's sitting here. Holy bling blong. I think the sticks... Well, we didn't kill any witches, I don't think. I would have heard them. Yeah, we definitely didn't kill any witches, but look at that. A lot of stuff. But, what I was going to say, yeah, we'll have eventually have a sorting system, which will come down if we do an AFK one. And the sorting system will put everything in the correct chest, obviously. And then, yeah, that's the build. That's pretty much it. We only went up 2 levels. Oh, you know what I was talking about, the levels? We're at 37. I can't wait till we get to level 6, 7. When you play Minecraft and you don't have a villager trading hall and you have one of these really efficient XP farms, what you should do is you should always have an anvil on the side over here. No, sorry, not an anvil. You should have a enchanting room over here, which takes 15 bookshelves and enchantment table for it to work. Maximum if you build it correctly. If you have that enchanting room, and you should put an anvil right here, then you get all your diamond tools and all your diamond armor. Blank, of course. Blank attributes on all of them. And every time you hit level 30, which really only takes 2 minutes maybe, you come over here and you find the enchantment that you want for your boots or your armor or for your pickaxes and your axes, and you just grab the one that you want, and then come back over here and do it. And you can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And of course, I think they changed the Minecraft enchanting themes to keep making the game harder. Getting efficiency 5 off the rip isn't really possible, at least for me anymore. I've only gotten efficiency 4, so you're going to need 2 pickaxes to make an efficiency 5 pickaxe. You can get Unbreaking 3 off the rip. You can get like sharpness 4, but not 5. So you just keep coming back over, and you just keep making it over and over and over. And that's what you should do in all your survival worlds if you do have that ability. Sith Lord says you do need a supply of lapis to enchant. You are correct. Thankfully, it's just lapis and nothing else. But that's what I do, and I just get myself... I made myself a backup set of diamond armor with enchantments with protection 4 on all of them. You can get protection 4 off the rip, I think. No, you got protection 3, so you got to merge them together. which is pretty expensive. It is a pretty expensive thing to do, but if you're playing normal survival, you can get yourself a ton of diamonds pretty easy. It is an expensive thing to do all of this. But eventually you'll have yourself the quote god armor, which isn't really god armor, but you would have really good armor, good pickaxes, and good swords. And if you keep doing that over and over and over again by sitting here, you need a good supply of diamonds and you need a supply of lapis, like the Lord says. You can have a backup set of armor, so if you do play in survival and you die, you have something to go back to and you don't have to completely restart. Like if you lose everything. My world is if you do die in Minecraft, try to get your stuff back, and if you can't get your stuff back, then you gotta obviously start over. But then you at least have armor and tools and everything set up. I actually do the same thing too that we're gonna do later. Is we're going to but when we get villagers that sell mending and unbreaking and all that stuff, you buy as many unbreaking 3 books and as many mending books as possible when they spawn. Because what I've learned in Minecraft is this. The mending guys always try to charge you more once you buy them. And 2, if your mending villager dies, you know for a fact if your mending villager dies, you're never going to get a mending thing. It's going to take you like 20 gajillion years to get that back. So you kind of want to buy all the books as quickly as possible just in case. So that's my advice to everybody that is watching, if you do have that ability to do that. But this is why you save and supply and stuff like that. All right, so we're done here. We're going to go back to our farm, and we're actually going to get more emeralds. So when we do get ourselves a mending villager and other stuff, we will have enough supplies. So we're going to tuck this in here. Look at this. This was only for what? Not even 5 minutes. We almost got... Look, we're cooking. We had extra armor that which we'll never use, to be honest with you. We will never use this armor. So I actually don't know what I'm going to do with it, but we'll never use that armor. We do have it, though. Then we take the bow and arrows, and we keep combining them together, which you don't need an anvil to do this. You can do it like this. You put them in your inventory, the durability goes up. You put them together, your durability goes up. You will need an anvil if you want to keep the enchantment on it. But the good thing with the bow and arrows, and why you should be doing that, is one day you're going to want dispensers, and then you will have a whole bunch of bow and arrows, perfect durability, set up and ready to go when you need them. So we're going to leave our sword here. We're going to leave our sword there. I actually will put it in this chest. Leave the sword here in this chest. We'll take our pickaxes back. We'll take all of our supplies that we don't, or all the supplies we do need. And we're going to head back to our house. I really want to risk falling in that. Screw it! Oh my god. That was honestly, I was scared. I was probably not the smartest thing to do. Because if they start adding fall damage to that, I would have been cooked. For some reason, I felt like they switched it to 2 blocks, but they didn't. So we're going to grab ourselves a bucket of water just on the way back. We're going to work on our farm for a little bit, and then we're going to end the stream up here soon and jump on some Fortnite. But and in our Discord. But it's not going to be like right away because I do want to do some farming stuff now that I was reminded that. Minimum 15 minutes, maximum an hour. Let's put it that way. Minimum 15 minutes, maximum an hour. Give you guys at least a time frame. I've been working... Oh, you know what I want to talk about too before at the end of the stream here? Is I have been working... Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm getting mentally sidetracked. What I want to do is I want to place some water down by these slimes that are by my house because I'm starting to hate hearing them click every 3 seconds. That slime spawned there, so I don't know if they spawn in this. I definitely know they spawn in this one. Slowly but surely we'll fill that up with water. Okay, they can jump out of the water. They can jump out of the water. We're going to fill up that water a different way. Not now. I don't want to waste my iron sword on this guy either. And I would love to save these slime balls and stuff like that, and maybe I'll regret it, but I'm throwing them on the ground. I'm done saving slime balls. Honestly, I'm done. Don't have anything left over there. Perfect. Um, Let me check one thing on my phone real quick. Okay. Um, where was I at? Okay, let's clear our inventory. I want to make a better sorting system here. Clear our inventory. We'll keep one pickaxe on I want to change this. I want to make a better cobblestone farm, and that's what I wanted to save my iron for, is that cobble farm. And build it a little bit closer to my house. I'm starting to see this. This is our general hub of location for things. So maybe we will officially make it that. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to start trading stuff with villagers, and we're going to start going from there. I'm going to start despawning my white beds and start forcing myself, which I don't know what the thing is. Sometimes you don't throw it out and it just goes right back in your inventory. That's annoying the bling blong out of me. White beds is definitely the is what we're doing right now. I'm making the white beds. Where did I put those shears? Where did I put the shears? Low-key, where did I put the shears? Oh, here they are. Thank goodness. No more white beds in this series. Oh, they're just so basic. I'm going to get rid of the white beds in my other playthrough as well. 4 beds is definitely more than enough. Okay, we'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of these. We're going to clear our inventory out. We'll put all this mumbo-jumbo stuff in here. We'll keep just our swords on us and our potatoes. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. And I'll keep a stack of blocks on me just in case. What happens if something happens that I need to build when I have blocks. And we're going to start farming. We're going to get ourselves all of our... We're going to be rich here. Might be a little bit disorienting for some of you. So what I wanted to say is, if you guys didn't watch it, we did it on the Bastion stream, that we have we were building a baseball stadium. Me and Sid Lord were working a couple of nights ago, working on it, and it's looking really good right now. And I'm almost done doing it, and I will probably make a video on it. I have the best intentions to make a video when we're finalized. Maybe I'll jump on that until Justin jumps on for Fortnite, but I definitely want to finish that up. And I think it, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's almost done. I think the only thing we have left to do is the home dugouts, or the home what's it called? Not the home dugouts, the locker room. I think that's the last thing that we need to do, is the locker room. I started it. I did like 20% of it. But I think that after that we're done. I think literally I put everything in. I actually played yesterday morning because I had to do stuff in the evening. I played yesterday morning for a little bit, maybe about an hour. Or a little bit less than that, while I was reading an audiobook. And it was looking good. It was looking really good. Now I know this isn't the most efficient on this side, but I do like how it's a little bit different. It builds character. Need some more trap doors as well, or fenced gate doors. I should more think about how we're going to be moving all this stuff around. I should probably make which side is beetroot, which side is potato, which side is carrots, and then shove all of that stuff in a chest over there. You know, like close to each other. But I also don't want to spread it too far out because if it's outside of the player, which we're going to be spending most of our time probably in this area, I don't want it to be too far away that half the crops don't spawn because it's just beetroot at that end. So now, of course, beetroot doesn't spawn and you need the beetroot to trade with and blah, 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 blah. So I do want to keep that in mind when we're doing this next placement. Now we actually have this completely finished. Look at how beautiful it just looks tilled, doesn't it? Oh, this looks beautiful. Okay. What I want to say, and I want to explain this too while we're here. We don't have any wheat, so maybe we should worry about the wheat too. Okay, we definitely need potatoes. We definitely need a potato run. And we're good on carrots, and we're good on beetroot. Beetroots, you only need the seeds. You don't need a beetroot. That's one of my favorite things about it. It's also kind of annoying, too. Excuse me. So inside of every one of these chests, no matter what happens, I want to have one row of potatoes. No matter what happens, always have one row of potatoes. Always have one row of carrots. Always want to have a row of beetroots, and always have one row of seeds. Normal seeds for wheat. Now, of course, we don't have that at this time, but one more grow and we will have it all. This is just in case if I accidentally oversell stuff to the villagers, like which we were doing. We just needed emeralds and blah, 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 blah. That we have enough materials to regrow. Now, it won't be enough to do the entire thing as beetroot. I'm pretty sure this is larger than... Well, it's 9 times 64. How much is 9 times 64? Let's do the math real quick. It's a lot. 9 times 64 is 576. 576 plants. Now, each one of these things, I forgot the math, but I think it's a 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which I think it comes out to 80. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it's a 9 by 9. It's a 9 by 9 minus 1 is 80. So each one of these waters is 80. It's obviously smaller on that side, but let's just do the math. And when we sleep, we're going to sleep real quick. So 80. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 80 times 15 equals 1,020. So what was our original number? Our number was 1,020, which is perfect, by the way. That's a really good, solid number. $1,020, so it was 9 times 9. No. It's 9 times 64. 1,000. No, sorry. Why am I not doing it correctly? It's 1,200. It's 1,200. Because it was 80 times 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 1,200. 1,200 is how much that is. I should make a sign for that so I don't forget it. And that's what we're going to do. 1,200 is how much it currently is. Well, it's actually less than that. And then we have 80. No. 9 times 64. We have 5,000. We have 576 of each seed. So obviously we have less than that, but at least we'll have enough supply to regrow it and get it back if we get that depleted. But we're going to try to not do that and get it that depleted because we're going to do this in a certain pattern right now. We're obviously good on beetroot seeds. We'll probably never need beetroot seeds, but what we do need is we need wheat seeds, We do need wheat seeds, so let's get that going while we are here. We're gonna plant wheat, even though we can't really trade with it, so we're gonna do that last. We're good on carrots. Potatoes we do need, so we're gonna take the potatoes, plant that up. We're gonna grab some more carrots because they do like trading with the carrots, and we're gonna place those in. We're not gonna place any beetroots in right now. And the next go around, we'll do beetroots again, just to switch it up. Now, this isn't really the most ideal. Oh, you know what I wanted to do too is this. I wanted to make this look like like a checkered pattern. Not a checker pattern. A stripe pattern. I want to see how this looks. This is yellow. This one's orange. And then I think the last one is kind of like a light yellow. So I'm curious how this is going to look. But that's kind of what I want to do and see how this looks. I've never seen anybody do it this way. I've never done it this way either. So we're learning as we go. But I do want to keep it in this pattern and see how this turns out for the next stream. Wouldn't that be cool if it turns out cool? So this is potato. And then this one's caretes. I do hope we get a wandering trader this stream, honestly. I hope we get a wandering trader. I want to see what he gets. Even if he gives us something bad, I want to try to get another tree. I really want to build with the cherry blossom trees so bad. Like, I'm going to make everything out of pink once I get that. You know, the one tree that I'm very nervous about that hasn't happened yet is I want to get the jungle trees. Obviously, the jungle trees are the largest trees in the game if you get them. But the jungle trees are their spawn rate for dropping saplings is not as high as the other trees in the game. So the likelihood of us getting a sapling from one villager trade buy is kind of scary. So maybe when he comes around with the sapling for the jungle tree that I buy a few different ones than just per se the one. Sith Lord says Sith Lord said a few comments here. But I thought you were going to say that mobs spawn more often because a higher level. Normally the mobs do spawn because it is a higher level, but it is because there's nothing else in the world, so we're limiting the spawn location. The mob farm can be built at any level. But the mob farm being built at that level means there's no mountains around, there's no nothing. We obviously don't have any mountains in this world, so that's not really a problem. That's why they normally want you to build that in the ocean away from mountains. It's because there's nothing around there. Either orange for the orange or red for the other llama. Red. Actually, theoretically, you could make it pink, the llama. I finished the Bojangles ad. I did see that. I didn't know if that spelt Bojangles. I know I'm dyslexic, but I don't think that's spelt Bojangles. Did I already mess up the pattern? No, I didn't. But I did think I did mess it up. I think Minecraft farming is very soothing. And I think every world should have something. It's the slogan. It's bow time. Okay. Thank you. Because I was looking at the sign. I was like, I don't think Sith Lord made this because that makes no sense. Unfortunately, I never got the Bojangles because of the snowstorm. The snowstorm screwed everything up. Let me write something down before I forget. All right. Um, but yeah, one day I'll get the Bojangles. Especially if I'm out in North Carolina, that'd be the first place I go to. You know, I forgot to tell. I didn't say this earlier in the stream because I just forgot about it. But I recently met a player. I'm not gonna say the name on stream because some people on stream could be a little crazy. But I do trust you, so I'll tell you in DC VC. I actually met a player that is going to be playing football at NC State. Coming from Illinois to go play football at NC State. Not Illinois University, but just in Illinois. So that was very interesting. I'm like, I said, I have friends out in there, so they're going to go watch all your games, which wasn't really true, but I do have friends out there. He's going to go play football. It's funny because he was a basketball player. But it's like, you know, there's a few basketball players that got some big D1 college contracts, or, well, I'm calling them contracts, NIL deals, signing, because they're not playing for the school, they're not playing for the education anymore, they're playing for money. I understand that. It's a game, it's a business, which is right or wrong, depending on how you think of it, but still, there's a couple D1 kids that are just sitting out, and they're really good basketball players too. But I understand they got a full ride scholarship to a university, and they're getting X amount of money for an NIL deal. They don't want to play for their basketball teams, but them sitting out, man, it's always crazy because all the guys that sit out that have these really big contracts for them, they're like 6'5", 6'8". There's a few of them that are 6'7". They're huge, tall guys. And it's just like, wow, just sad. The NIL deal with me doing this stuff for as of recently as it is, just the amount of guys that are sitting out for that. I understand this is a business now. It is no longer you're going to get your education. Now, like I said, this is right or wrong depending on how you think about it. Not making the claim that this is right or wrong. But 18 years old, you could, in theory, if you're a really great football player or a really good baseball player or a really good gymnastic girl, which I think the gymnastic girl was top 3 in the country, you can be graduating. And it's only going to go up. NIL deals are only going to go up until they patch the system. But last year, which was the first year, or the year before that was the first year, when Deion Sanders' kid was playing, Shador, which I don't know why everyone's hating on the kid. Deion Sanders' kids, because of at Buffalo, that's why at Colorado, sorry, Colorado, not Buffalo, they had the top 2 contracts in the country. And I think they were getting $2 million a year. And the one brother was only getting $1 million a year. But you could be 18 years old in 10 years from now, because they're not that high right now, but you can get yourself like $1 million at 18 for a sport. And the same thing, there was a girl with gymnastics. She was like top 5, and she was getting a lot of money too. I think the top player was a gymnastics girl, and she was at Louisiana, LSU. You know, the question is, what is the maximum cap for this? And this is what I don't know if Zach Daily Games did a video on it, but I would love to see a video on this. Is what is the maximum amount of money you can give to an NIL deal from? What is the maximum money you can give for an NIL deal? And the second thing with that is, will public schools funded by public taxpayer dollars, will our public taxpayer money go to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27-year-old athletes? Here's another question that I wanted to poise the question to before we end the stream. Should I go back to university even though I have no professional nor private nor experience and try to go get myself an NIL deal at 27, soon to be 28 years old, because I have, get this, I have 7 years of eligibility left because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I can claim that the COVID-19 pandemic eliminating from me from performing at any basketball level, baseball level, football level. Should I do it? Should I do it? Give us some comments down below. Grab that money from them. Just finesse these people. Seven years of eligibility because I didn't get to play during COVID. Like I said, I have no experience in any of those sports, but you know, maybe I get enough. Maybe I'll get myself $20,000 in a free university trip, huh? Get myself a second degree. But that's my thoughts behind it. I just, will the public taxpayer dollars go towards sports things? In the state of Illinois, I heard this on CBS Radio, Chicago. The judge in Illinois patched the thing and said, Illinois, I believe it was this. It was $6.5 million is the max any university, college, etc. in the state can give in NIL deal money. So there is a cap. See, the problem is with this cap and this thing is you're going to just have pay to win schools. That's what's the problem with MLB baseball. That's the problem with the NBA. There's no cap. For example, the Dodgers won the World Series back-to-back. The Dodgers also spent the most money on players. Is that a coincidence? Definitely. Shohei Ohtani, the best baseball player as a current, pitched and hit. And even when he tore his ACL and he was out, or not his ACL, his Tommy John. He had his Tommy John done. Not ACL, his Tommy John. He still had what? The league leader in home runs? Isn't that crazy? So there needs to be, I believe that there needs to be a cap on I think everything needs a cap, including if they're doing NIL deals on cap on that. So Illinois did 6.5 million, I believe it was. 6.5 is the max that they're allowed to give in Illinois. But why would you go play in Illinois? Just go play in Louisiana. Go play in North Carolina. Go play over here. Go over there. Go over there. The other states don't have limits. All right, I think these guys are getting to be done with trading here. This is why I kind of wanted to grab some of these things so I can get some more XP, because I wanted to jump over here and craft some more armor and try to get this guy upgraded and see what other enchantments we can get. I don't need any extra pants. I'm going to go with this one because this is the cheapest one. But he's leveling up. Let's see what he gives us. He's diamond. Let's see what the max enchantment he can give. Here we go. Blast Protection 2 and Protile Protection 2. Oh, why do we have the bad enchantments? Well, it's unfortunate. We did get some bad enchantments on these. But still, we now have diamond armor, and we will eventually have full diamond armor with enchantments. This will only protect us from skeletons, but still, skeletons, I mean, they did a lot of damage to us. Well, no, we got hit by slimes, but that's the max we need to enchant with this dude now. So, let's hopefully we can get, I don't think we're going to get enough food. I think this is all the food we can trade. But, at least we have 23 more or 26 more, depending on total emeralds that we can get, and we can get ourselves fully diamond up, which we should be able to do next live stream. for sure. If we can't get it today, we'll definitely. He's going to upgrade here. Maybe he'll give us a sale. He is still giving us a sale on the beetroots. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. He's almost max level as well, which they only sell golden carrots. And golden carrots is the best food in the game, but until we cure the zombies, which I learned in my survival world, until we cure the zombies, we're not going to buy golden carrots because it's not really worth our resources to cure the carrots. Because we're giving away so many things. Speaking of, is he just trapped on this and he can't move to his workstation? Or is he just not working to his workstation because he's being lazy? Nah, he was trapped. All right, perfect. We have the maximum amount that we need, and we will have full diamond armor. Unfortunately, like I said, it's not the armor that we really want, but it is what it is. He actually gave us even a sale on it. Thank you. Boom. This will probably be the last time I ever trade with you in the entirety of Minecraft. Isn't that crazy to think about? I'm going to keep this stuff here just in case if we ever lose our diamond armor. And ideally, like I was saying earlier, I'll buy backup sets of armor, but I'm not going to do that. We have more than enough iron stuff, so if I need to slightly wear an iron helmet or etc. for a minute, I will. But we're completely max traded out with him. And we have a full set of diamond armor, which has blast protection 2, which is actually kind of useful. Projectile protection 2. Projectile protection 2. And then we have fire protection 1, which is probably the least useful in this world. But we have that in here, and if any time we need a full diamond set of armor, we can come back. I do want to do that with at least one more guy. So we can get ourselves maybe some better enchantments, but that's totally fine that we don't. I do want to do one more thing, too, is I want to do it with not a weaponsmith, but there is a toolsmith. The toolsmith guy will be giving us tools, and hopefully one of those tools will be a diamond pickaxe with some good enchantments on it. Preferably. I would preferably want that. Now, if he gives us other tools, that is also another thing that we could worry about a little bit later on. But you know what? Maybe we could start that right now. I know I shouldn't be starting that right now on the stream because I want to do some other things, but I kind of want to start that. Minecraft Toolsmith. Toolsmith. Let's look at the enchantments and stuff he can give us. He can give us, they want emeralds, they'll give you stone stuff. You give him emeralds, he'll give you enchanted axe, shovel, pickaxe, or a diamond hoe. You keep giving him stuff, then he'll give you an enchanted axe and a shovel, and the final one, no matter what it looks like, they will give you a diamond pickaxe. So, let's do it, shall we? Let's just start curating this stuff, and let's get this rolling. We only have 3 emeralds. We're not going to be able to get too much, but still, it will be something. Get it rolling. Get a chest going because we're definitely going to need some chests. And I'm going to make some more gates because I do need some more gates. You know what I'm going to hear too, Sith Lord, before I forget, is I'm going to fill in a gate over there that I forgot to put in earlier. And we're going to close this off, and I'm going to make... Oh, there is a front entrance for him, so we're going to do that. Oh, I need to grab my tools. Hey, but at least we'll get cobblestone stuff. I mean, it'd be easier than me, per se, than buying all the stuff. Or, I mean, mining cobblestone for cobblestone. We already have some here, too. I have some leftovers. But I wanted to place a door here. Is this guy is a, he's going to be something else later on, but he's right now a map maker. Imagine what the map looks like, huh? I bet it's going to be flat world. It would be cool, though, to have, but I don't think they spawn. Yeah, I don't think even if you bought a map, I don't think it would give you a spot to going anywhere. Maybe it would. Maybe it would. I don't know. We're going to take all these potatoes and try to get some more, finesse some more emeralds out. Same thing with the carrots. I know I said I was going to keep a stack of carrots, but I'm going to try to finesse as much money as I can get out of these guys right now. I'm going to take the wheat, too. Kind of want to see how far we can get on this, upgrading this too. But he's a toolsmith. So what does a toolsmith need? A toolsmith needs a... he needs a smithing table. So how do you make a smithing table? Come on, where's my Minecraft? There we go. Smithing table requires... ooh! Iron and wood. Alright, it's going to be a little bit expensive. We already wasted... I'd say wasted. We have already used 2 iron for our shears. We're going to use 2 more iron. We're down to 21. We can get more iron from our XP farm. Don't you worry. We can get more from there. Get ourselves a smithing table. And then where was the guy? He was right here. We're just going to do it. We're just going to keep it all here. I think this would be a really good spot to keep everybody at. And then I'm going to replace these doors with the gates. So he can't escape nor get hurt. And congratulations, my boy. You have a job. He wants emeralds for pickaxes. We actually do need pickaxes. Boom. He's not leveled up enough, but we'll be able to get him to level up here second. Once we do some more crafting and some more trading. I know I probably shouldn't trade the wheat away, but I do want to see how far we can get him. We had a perfect amount, too. Yeah, until we crack these guys down and get them lower level. Until we get them lower level, I just am not buying any carrots. Or golden carrots. Because it's still 21 for 1. But I think this is still a fair trade than cracking him all the way to the bottom. He's just getting stuck on this one. Like, he's been stuck on this exact thing for a minute. He's about to upgrade, though. Ah, shoot. Just short. I should probably put some signs over here to tell them which or what enchantment goes where, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to place this on this side here. Sith Lord says, ECU, ECU, ECU. North Carolina State is a rival East Carolina University. My neighbor was a linebacker for North Carolina State as well. Yeah, get it from ECU online. I mean, the world. Exactly, multiple colleges or teams are here. Duke, UNC, NC State, ECU, Appalachian State, and UNC women. Yeah, 1 pink carpet on the other llama. Pink dye is easy with 1 bone and a beetroot. And I know you can do it with beetroot. All right, let's grab some more tools from this fine gentleman, shall we? Maxed him out. Probably didn't need to max him out. It did carry over, thankfully. 4 iron for 1 emerald. Isn't that such a great deal, everybody? I don't think I want to buy a whole bunch of hoes, to be honest with you. But I am. He did restock. I would rather get pickaxes than hoes. Is he, what's his level at? He's only halfway there. All right, well, that's fine. I will eventually have more of a bigger farm, so these hoes will come in handy eventually. Now we don't ever have to worry about pickaxes, right? Guess that's one way to think about it. I'll place this door in here as well, just in case. No, I'll take the door with me, because I kind of want to keep that by me. I do want to make another chest over here for the food that I'm not going to put back in the other food hopper thingy. So I'll leave a chest right here for all the food that we are going to eventually trade. Sith Lord says make a pink guy. Can't we just breed them? No, we'd need white. That's what you're saying. And a beetroot. You said a beetroot. You can make red dye from a beetroot? Wow. Okay. Did not know that was a thing. Well, I guess beetroots are even more valuable now than I thought. More than I thought. I'm just going to take these bones and just... Did that not even get you? Come on, bruh. I kindly don't need yellow and orange. They're going to eventually be another orange one. Trying to spread this out pretty evenly. There's 4 purples. There's an extra purple. There's an extra purple. I think we're good. I think... What colors make orange? Red and blue make orange? I just traded all my wheat away. That's why I didn't trade... That's why I didn't want to move the wheat. That's why I wanted to grow more wheat. I didn't trade it all away. There is still some here, but... I'm going to keep the rest of the wheat with me. The wheat was just to try to see if we can get him upgraded, and he did upgrade, but not as far as I wanted to. But I think blue and red make orange. I guess we'll find out, right? It makes purple! Why did I think that? Why did it... Oh my god. I don't know why I thought that. Red and yellow make orange. Oh my god, what a big... Oh, goodness me. How did I think that wrong, man? Oh, wow, that was such a big... That was not a big brain moment. Eventually, I'm just going to let them be whatever color they want to be. All right, we're going to put these carpets on this guy, and then we're going to probably call the stream there. I think we're pretty... Got exactly what we want and kind of have a great idea and understanding where to go to. Why do we only get 2 pink wool? You gotta be kidding me. I wanted to put them in my thing. Boom! Oh my god, this actually looks awesome. This looks fire. This looks fire! Well, I guess that's where I'm going to call it. I think I'm calling the stream right there. So, let's talk about what we did and what we are going to be doing from here on out. I actually gonna start with what we did today is we made an XP farm. You can check out the description link down below of the farm design by Voltrix. We have an XP farm / mob farm, so at any point when we do need XP in the future, we can just instantly go over there and grab some XP. It's also a good resource to get rotten flesh, bones, arrows, iron potentially, and generic armor, but we don't really need that considering we already have a trader. We also went to the armor, and the armor gave us our last 2 diamond pieces, which are blast protection and protile protection. For the chest is protile protection, top the hat is blast protection, the pants are protile protection, and the boots are fire resistance or fire protection. Of course, the llama is trying to get me killed here. And then we are starting to work on our toolsmith, and our toolsmith currently sells cobbles. Oh my gosh! And our toolsmith currently sells Sorry, I'm trying to get back on this dang guy. The Toolsmiths also just is starting to sell us cobblestone stuff, but eventually he'll sell us some. The last one is always a diamond pickaxe from what I just read on the Wikipedia. So the next one he might give us is an axe, which based on what I'm looking at, it will probably be an axe, considering we already got a pickaxe and a hoe. So we're probably not going to get any hoes on that guy again. But we will use those cobblestone hoes for our mega farm, which I feel like this is going to be relocated into a better area, and this is going to be a huge mega farm area project sort of looking thing. So I'm going to grab some more wool real quick, and then I think I'm going to yeet. I'm going to keep the game on, and we'll do a little bit of AFKing. On our next live stream, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do, but it will be one of two things. One, we are going to go fishing, and we're going to try to get ourselves and pull out a mending book, which may or may not work. But we'll see if we'll be able to pull a mending book out of thin air and get that. Option number two, we're definitely going to try to go fishing. I don't know if we're going to go fishing until we get a mending book. Let's put it that way. We're definitely going to go fishing. But we need to cut down some more trees. We need to, you know what? Maybe we'll work on our tree farm. Maybe we'll work on our tree farm. And we'll work on fishing. And those will be our light goals. I will not be streaming tomorrow, unfortunately. And I won't be streaming Saturday. Unless I decide to do an early stream tomorrow. But I doubt that that's going to be what we're going to be doing. But we're definitely going to be working on our farm, our tree farm, and that. So, and a cobblestone generator. I think that would be a good one too. I think those would be some really good ideas for our next live stream. What do you think? I want to get a thumbnail now so I don't forget to do it and have to force myself to do it later. 80. We're at 80. All right. No, I just jumped. Oh my god, I just jumped in the thing. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Sith Lord says the Rams and not the Seahawks, but the Unk Women's Seahawks. I know that's not what that stands for. Yeah, and I want to do more trading so we can get this guy upgraded too, but I'm not guaranteeing that, he's going to go to that max level that quick. Use stone or wood. You need gold. You can smelt gold items and get one piece of nugget. Well, thank you so much, Sith Lord, for coming out to the live stream. I want to give a special thank you to Zach Daily Games as well as Goober. Thank you so much for the subscription and your constant support for all of you guys. Considering the constant support, we are going to update this page probably at the end of the month to the current members. Again, I give a special thank you to the Patreons for making these live streams and videos possible, as well as the CFC merchandise holders. But that will be it. I am Claude from Chicago, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. We're going to jump on Fortnite here now, so you can join in the link in the description. But that's it. I'm Claude from Chicago, and remember, a real thing makes their own luck. Bye!